Hello everybody, I'm John.
And I'm Matthew.
And today's article is called Epstein's Famous Friends. If you know anything about Epstein, you'll know that this article is not going to be the happiest in the world. It's actually quite dark and terrible in many, many different ways. There is actually maybe no bright side to this at all, except at least one of several dozen, if not 100, of people are now unable to do what they have been doing. Anyways, we will get into a little bit more details later, if that wasn't a cliffhanger enough. I don't want to spoil anything in the article, so I'm not going to ask you what you know about Jeffrey Epstein, but I will ask you guys, do you actually know this person, Jeffrey Epstein? Do you know of any of the famous people who were with him?
I think like almost everybody.
It's
famous, like has some contact with him. Was rubbing shoulders with him. Something. I mean, obviously, Bill Gates comes up. Yep. Donald Trump comes up.
Clintons.
A
lot of famous actors and actresses.
Yeah.
For different reasons, but yeah.
Wasn't there a member of the royal family too? Something?
Yes, I believe
the
he is now the king. Or no, he was the king's brother.
King's brother.
Yeah, the king's brother. Okay.
Yeah. I think they ushered him off to some corner of the UK to sit in a castle and not be heard. So a lot of people. This was a far-reaching.
And it's still coming out like 10 whatever years later. They're still finding like, oh, this person might have been a little close to Epstein as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy when you see all the connections. Like,
yeah,
it's probably not by chance, I'm guessing.
Well, there's nothing we can do about it because the only person that could have told about Jeffrey Epstein's story is Jeffrey Epstein, and he is, well, you'll see in the article. So let's go ahead and read the whole thing, or read the summary, and then find out what happened to this Epstein character.
Epstein's famous friends. Jeffrey Epstein stood accused of some very disturbing crimes, although he took his own life before he could face trial for most of them. He left behind a long list of people who associated with him, many of them in elite positions in the business, political, and even academic world. The question of why so many powerful and respected people would want to hang out with Epstein, who had been a registered sex offender for years, is one that needs to be investigated.